Greetings, everybody. Welcome to A Forkful of Noodles. I'm your host, Krish Mohan. Recently, Senator Patrick Leahy introduced but ultimately withdrew an amendment that would have allowed gay and lesbian U.S. citizens to use their nation's immigration system to petition for their partners they married in another country, calling the amendment Uniting American Families Act. It's a marvel that the Republicans didn't let this pass, since the most America-sounding amendment since Americans for Guns and Freedoms of America Act of the McCarthy era. When the bill was presented by Chairman Leahy, the Republicans scoffed and tricked the Democrats into the holding chamber for the Hulk and demanded the Tesseract in exchange. Now, there are only two people who are apparently demanding choosing between equality and amnesty for immigrants or homosexuals. It's ultra-conservatives and supervillains. These supervillain ultra-conservatives are making the Democrats choose between the deviant homosexual idea of marriage equality or pardoning an entire generation of Hispanic voters. I wonder if we just gave them the Tesseract, if all this would just go away. Does anybody have Joss Whedon's number? Look, if you know anything about the Democrats, you know perfectly well they are no Avengers. At best, they are pre-Captain America Steve Rogers, and at worst, and almost all the time, they are just Squirrel Girl. Now, gay rights groups and immigration reform groups have bashed the Democratic senators for not having a backbone in this issue. In fact, their rage has gotten so out of control that they've adopted many of the tactics of their enemies, even converting some of their most popular strategies inside, picketing outside the House of the Democratic senators, saying things like, "Dems ain't cool no mo. Gays dislike Dems. I'm a chiropractor and I can implant a spine for you." So who will come to the aid of the homosexuals now? Apparently, it's a bunch of 12-year-old boys. That's right, the Boy Scouts of America have made national headlines in finally renouncing their ban on gay scouts, which makes perfect sense since they're actually a religion-based organization, and every argument based around the fact that homosexuality is evil comes from arguments in the Bible, which has brought us wonderful lessons such as ham sandwiches are evil, rounded haircuts are the style of the damned, women always be talking too much, and to hell they must go, and many, many more. Please consult your local Bible for more information about that. Look, even if the senators were Boy Scouts, the only merit badges they would ever be awarded would be impotent in office, backpedaling, and fingerprinting. So short of the Boy Scouts getting instated into office, the bill has a long road ahead of it. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. Chairman Leahy has proposed to bring the amendment back when the immigration reform bill hits the Senate floor again. And if the amendment does get reintroduced, the supporters of it might finally earn their doing your goddamn job merit badge. That's all for today's Forkful of Noodles. Thank you for joining me. Be sure to check out everything we do at ramennoodlescomedy.com. Follow us on Twitter at KrishMohanHaha. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And also support our friends at TouchFaster who help produce this show at touchfaster.com. Thank you again for joining me, and we'll see you next time.